Gary, this race for the 5 Champions League spots is really where the drama lives coming down the home stretch of this particular Premier League season. Outside of Liverpool and Arsenal, there are 5 teams chasing only 3 spots. Who do you think of those 5 makes it in the end?
Yeah, that's been the question for the last couple of weeks, and I think City look like they've got their act together. It would be unthinkable that Manchester City could go from being champions over the last few seasons and then go out of the Champions League places altogether and not be in there next season. So I think Manchester City will get one, definitely. I think today is very big for Chelsea. I was sort of wilting on Chelsea a little bit a few weeks ago. I thought they might be in a little bit of trouble. But it just looks like Nottingham Forest might have just lost their form, dropping points, and lost their legs a little bit right at the sort of wrong time. So I'm going to go Manchester City definitely for one of the spaces. I think Newcastle are the ones that I would say next. They look like they're really strong. They've not seen any dip really whatsoever since the sort of Carabao Cup final success. They look a really strong unit, and I think they'll get over the line. And it's just that last space. I think today's really big. Chelsea's game here against Liverpool. What Liverpool will turn up? Will it be a Liverpool that's completely free and just so relaxed that they go and play wonderful football and continue their sort of form? Or is it a Liverpool that have been partying all week that might be just thinking, well, you know, not what's the point of this game, but the edge gone a little bit, because obviously the most important thing was them winning the title. So I think today's really important. I think if Chelsea can win today, I would give them that last spot.
Much further down the table in the Premier League, we find disappointing seasons, very disappointing for United and also for Spurs. However, late last week in the Europa League, they came up with huge results. Your reaction to the wins they found late last week?
Yeah, I was sort of thinking with United and with Tottenham to an extent, but I thought Tottenham would beat their opponent. I just wondered whether it was a dangerous tactic, sort of like they've almost forgotten about the Premier League. Their form is getting worse and worse as the weeks go by, and it's becoming more painful watching them at weekends and putting all their eggs in one basket and saying, we've got to win this Europa League, we've got to get Champions League football next season, which obviously winning the Europa League would give these two teams. But it seems like it's paying off for them. And I was amazed at United's victory in Bilbao on Thursday evening. I watched that game. I thought it would be a really tough game. Bilbao have got a fantastic team. They're having a good season. They've got a great manager. But the way in which the game panned out for United was absolutely perfect. And it's looking now like it's going to be a very special final. Manchester United and Tottenham. I did actually say a couple of months ago that I wanted Tottenham to win a trophy this season if Manchester United didn't. Well, that's likely to happen now. Obviously, I would want Manchester United to win in the final. But yeah, the form of the two teams in the league has been awful. Obviously, Ruben Amorim's got a little bit more sort of... he's getting a little bit sort of less criticism because he's not been at the club as long. Ange Postecoglou is getting criticism every single week to the point where Spurs fans are giving him a hard time. But getting to a final is very special for Tottenham, very special for Manchester United, and that'll be an amazing event in that game. And we're talking about the two questions you've asked me. It's about the financial power that it will give these clubs next season. They're all on the edge with PSR, with the financial and sustainability rules. They need this sort of Champions League fortune. You know, the likes of sort of Aston Villa, Newcastle, Chelsea, Manchester United and Tottenham, they've obviously banked on this type of money coming into their clubs with the money that they've spent on their squads. It's such an important few weeks. Yes, there might not be the sort of title on the line, but there is definitely the success of next season could be heavily dependent upon which of these teams succeed in getting into the Champions League places, but also who's going to potentially win that final between United and Tottenham if they finish the job off next week, which I think they will.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Lowe, and as we head towards the end of an exciting Premier League season, make sure you like and subscribe on the NBC Sports YouTube channel for more content like this.